Hey everyone, welcome to Tuesday with Pastor Dan. Um, Good to be back. It's getting a little late start on it, but it's going to get out there to you all. I realize that these are becoming moments of cathartic, get thoughts out, maybe a little bit of rambling, but things that are just kind of rolling by and rolling around in my head. So uh, we're gonna keep just sharing. There's no agenda or plan or book right now, so we're just gonna see what comes out and where we land. And so today, I had someone come by the office, and they were hanging out. We were just generally kind of talking, and one of the things that was brought up was who we surround ourselves with. And they said I like to call some of those people wear outs because they wear us out. And they said they tell their significant other, their spouse, that never let anyone steal their balls of joy or their moments of joy. And it made me think a lot about who we surround ourselves with, what kind of people we surround ourselves with. Do we choose to surround ourselves with people who invest in us, who celebrate with us, who hold us accountable? And I'm not talking about people who just agree with us. Not talking about surrounding ourselves with echo chambers of people who just who agree on every single thing. But I'm talking about the kind of people who really genuinely invest in our joy and our well-being. We surrounding ourselves with people who lift up, who encourage, who build up, who, whether even if it's through disagreement, inspire us to become better. And sometimes when we just surround ourselves in an echo chamber of humanity where we all agree on the same thing, that's actually not the right people to surround ourselves with. They don't build us up. They don't make us better per se. The question we have to ask ourselves is, the person that I'm surrounded with, are they going to rejoice when I rejoice? Am I going to rejoice when they rejoice? Are they going to be willing to step into my struggle and hardship, even when they're at the tops, and vice versa? And it's about finding those kind of people, and not the people who are like vampires and suck the life out of us. Not the kind of people who drain us. And we all know those people. We all have those people in our lives, and we have to find a way to surround ourselves with people who bring the energy, and then we return that same energy back out. Too often we find ourselves surrounded with fake people who are out to get us. And sometimes we fall into that same category where we do that same thing, where we just do what we can to fit into a group, and there's no building. And so scripture-wise, I mean, Proverbs 13, a lot of Proverbs when you think about stuff like this. Walk with wise people, become wise. Befriend fools and get in trouble. Trouble pursues sinners, but good things reward the righteous. Good people leave their grandchildren inheritance, but the wealth of sinners is stored up for the righteous. A poor person's land might produce much food, but is unjustly swept away. I want to focus on that 20. Walk with wise people and become wise. Who we hang out with is in many ways, the old saying of, we are what we eat. So the group that we choose to be part of, or not even groups, simply the individuals that we choose to be around, we have to ask ourselves, is this person making us better? And wisdom, whether it's scriptural based or whatever, is it genuinely pulling us to a better place? Better place as a faith, better place as intelligence, better place in physicality, in how we are healthy or not, if we're more self-aware, right? It's all of those things. And leave with Proverbs 27:17. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Are we being sharpened? Are we sharpening? And I think that's the question we have to ask ourselves. So Scripture is very clear that our lives are about relationship with God and one another. And if that relationship is not building and bettering, then what is it doing? Does it need to be like the chaff thrown into the fire and moved on? And that's very hard to do sometimes, but sometimes we do have to just separate ourselves because we're worn out. The wear-outs have gotten to us. Who do we surround ourselves with? Who is it that we gather around, and do they push us and make us better? It's a question that we have to ask ourselves each and every day. May you all be blessed. Look forward to seeing you all soon. Be well.